Porter Shield hunt, as it's the boys in pink and the men in red who are wearing their off-color kits on the night, but it does not change the importance of this game. The lone match of this match day, it's in Miami and the Chicago. And we are set to go from South Florida as we invite you to turn off the world. They've been dealing with it quite well as Lionel Messi threading it through, and a good sliding challenge from Jack Elliott. And even more help coming from the Porto. Back-to-back wins, back-to-back clean sheets coming against the likes of Minnesota, but most recently the Messi again operating from a deep position and looking for Jordan.
Of every single player on both these clubs heading into this game. What that was going to look like, because we met
through the feet of Joe Bamba. Haile Selassie overlapping. The cross is low for Kuipers, laid off for Bamba, and a big save from Mustari. Pops out for Franco, and it's blocked by Segovia. First real chance of the night goes to the visitors.
Well, the whole run started from Bamba making a really nice run across.
Turnover, Jordi Alba. Flipped in towards Rodrigo de Paul. Greg Berhalter was very proud of the performance and the way that his side was able to. In-swinger from Haile Selassie. Knotted straight down and in! It's Jay Davila! And the Chicago Fire strike first on the biggest game that the club has seen in nearly a decade. And it's the youngster and the man who has turned things around personally over the past several weeks, Jay Davila, who's able to give the Fire the lead.
Well, the 6'3" frame didn't even have to rise up for that one. His feet were firmly planted and nobody challenges him. Well done by him to shield off Yannick Wright, to get his body around that and redirect it on frame. You can see the Miami players just kind of stunned that it trickles right by you.
Bamba still with it, trying to stay on his feet, and now twist to the tail we're going to have this evening. As Alba stands this up towards the back stick and went to retire at the end of the season, and one of the greatest to ever do it.
To this sport, to their success, their career.
First start since August 23rd, laid off beautifully, and here is Luis Suarez, and it's just wide. But that's the tuck giveaway in a really difficult spot. Laid off for Bright, heavy challenge from Davila, and he fouls Bright about 20 yards away. Lionel Messi, straight into Chris Brady.
That's a perfect view, and you see right there. Well, Busquets and Bright, they were just off the...
And now clipped in towards Messi. Gutman got a touch to it. Messi in the neighborhood, a little bit of contact there. And it's going to come out the other way as Messi was a little over to get to Brady. Suarez brought it down, excuse me, that was Busquets. And then a high foot from Hugo Kuipers that catches Busquets. And another set-piece opportunity for Inter Miami.
And Kuipers just going...
Man over another set-piece. Messi into the wall. Finding Jordi Alba, it's a great ball, squared back across, and it was Jack Elliott who was there, and Jordi Alba's asking, where on earth was the runner? And the off... The ball again. Great little run from Messi, and the pass was able to find Jordi Alba. And now Messi into tight quarters, and DePaul. And you can tell they're just trying to get calibrated. And still Dean now goes for it, and it sneaks in. And Jonathan Dean provides the second for the Chicago Fire. Can you believe it? Miami are stunned. The traveling supporters absolutely in love with what they are seeing 30 minutes in. Chicago 2, Miami 0.
It's patient and pragmatic from Chicago Fire. It was going to be a long night if they were in the defensive shell the entire half, the entire 90 minutes, but instead they take their moment in transition, keep possession just enough. Jonathan Dean makes the run at the right time. He sees it there. You see Alba. He's questioning.
Chicago Fire. Jay Davila and Jonathan Dean as Joe Bamba is going to wrestle down Lionel Messi. And he's going to pick up a card as well.
Why are we getting them up in those situations?
This is a beautiful ball in from Messi. Kuipers gives it up for Kouame. Now squared back across for Haile Selassie from Inter Miami. Segovia stands it up. Weygant arriving late, but in. One by Waterman. Weygant steps up. DePaul trying to bring it down, and he does so beautifully. But the shot is just wide. There were shouts for a handball from Chicago, but it looked like that came off. An in-swinger from Messi. Busquets got a touch to it. Brady spilled it. Still loose in the area, and it sneaks in. Last touch it looked like came off of Thomas Aviles. Miami just simply have one back. And the game is very much back on.
I don't know that they knew much about it, but they stayed with it. created a whole lot of confusion at that near post. That's exactly where Busquets was asking for the ball. He started out standing in front of the keeper. And you see him make that run to the near post. A couple players. Chris Brady goes to ground. He's sitting on his tush. And they stay with it and just sneaks into the near post.
Long throw in from Andrew Gutman. Elliott trying to get ahead. Still Kwame!
Oh.
And it's 3 for Chicago. It seems like every time they go on this side of the field, they find the back of the net. They are tearing Miami to shreds. And they restore their 2-goal lead.
You think Chicago's playing with some confidence right now? That was a good bit of possession. They were patient, and then they countered. And it's Kwame who just dribbles right through. Defensively, though, I'm looking at the players in pink. After that goal is scored, and you've got Busquets and Bright all the way up the pitch. They hadn't even tracked back and defended. They've got to cover, especially a player like Yannick Bright.
Messi trying to dictate again from for the Chicago Fire. As it was Philip Zinkernagel replacing Arez. Cuts it back beautifully. It's Messi who let it run through, thinking he was going to be able to catch Chris Brady wrong-footed.
Are you surprised he didn't stick a toe in there? I mean, redirected just a little bit. He dummies it.
Finding Zinkernagel. That was intended for Andre Franco, but...
say the least, but you also wonder if it's just a spring.
Given away by Davila, and it's Messi off the post! Follow-up opportunity, and that's off the woodwork! Here's Yannick Bright for one more. Rodriguez, Messi. Alba, back for Messi. Was he pulled down? Referee says play on. It's Allende on the turn. And Chris Brady is able to collect. And Messi's still looking around, wondering why the whistle wasn't blown. Beautiful little slip ball for Ian Frey. He goes for goal and pass. Skipping away from Rodriguez. Able to keep it in play, but cleaned up by Ian Frey and company. And now here's Rodrigo. Falls nicely for Rodriguez. Chops it back. It's Suarez! They've clawed their way back in once more.
Just too lackadaisical by Chicago Fire. And Jack Elliott stays with Suarez there. He drops with the runner. He might have been Suarez in an offside position if he had kept his line, but instead he stays with the runner. And well done by Suarez. He uses his body so well, but how cleanly is that turn for Rodriguez? Davila's right on.
Jordi Alba. That's a great looking ball in. And Zinkernagel sends it in, and it's come for Halter. Here's Messi on the turn. Liga MX champions. Messi gets it onto that left peg and just teasing the interest of Chris Brady. Messi gets around Gutierrez. Messi on the turn. It's still Lionel Messi, gets to the back stick. Suarez got a touch to it, but the offside flag is up. As Jordi Alba looks to deliver early. Looked like there was a shove in the back from Miami, and the referee is going to say, let's play on. DePaul. Just over the head. Finding Suarez, who goes for the curler! That is sensational from Luis Suarez! And we're all level at 3.
Watch the positioning here of everybody on Chicago Fire inside the box when Jordi Alba gets that ball in his left foot. They drop off a little bit, expecting a service, something in the air, something to the back post, a curler maybe. Instead he drives it onto the ground and finds Luis Suarez. Look at the positioning of Alba here. He stays wide, he keeps his width. Great little clever touch. So much room to operate. Reynolds is a little slow to get out, but you see the pressure, doesn't come to the ball quick enough. Expecting a long ball from Jordi Alba to that back post. Instead, Suarez on the ground.
Back for the Bolingbrook native. Mauricio Pineda squares it across, and it's Justin Reynolds! And the Fire have retaken the lead! Might that be the goal that sends the Fire back to the postseason?
Just when I thought there was too much patience on the play. Why aren't they getting the shot off? They were composed. The runs were being made just as they're on fumes as well. And it's Reynolds who comes up big on the back post, doesn't give up. Look at Kuipers, he's picking his head up. He's looking for the run, he's looking for the pass. I thought it was a step too late for Gutierrez. The runner comes to defend.
Suarez on the first time. What a delicious ball that is. And it's saved by Chris Brady. He was on his way down. Allende got a touch to it. Buckle up. This is going to be a wild finishing 8 minutes here at Chase Stadium. Dinked over the top. Suarez takes it on the first time. And is there an 8th goal in store? Gutierrez from distance. Oh, what a finish! And if that's how the Chicago Fire get back to the postseason, so be it. Brian Gutierrez with an absolute golazo. My goodness!
I was hoping he would strike that ball. Acres of space in front. He takes a clean first touch to set himself up to strike it. And Berhalter has told us several times he's one of the best ball strikers he's seen. Sees it in training every day, but can he put it into practice on the pitch? Game time. Haile Selassie draws 2. Nobody steps to the ball. He picks out a spot who started and stand a chance. Look at him strike it.